So for everybody who's been following me, keeping up with my journey, you guys know I recently left my hometown, came to a new city, new beginnings, somewhere I never even been one time in my life. So it's definitely been, a different change for me. It's definitely, dealing with different emotions, dealing with different feelings, missing my family, missing people I grew up with. But the reason I did it, to be honest with you, was, in 2019, I came home from prison. I was in prison for 2.5 years. And I honestly felt like when I came home, I had to make up for the time for when I was gone. I had to make up for all the time. So in a sense, I felt like I had to more so just party, make, and not necessarily like I had to party. I was getting money, of course. Party wasn't the only thing, but I felt like in a sense, people were living their life when I was gone. Like when I was gone, I felt like a lot of people were living their life to the fullest. And the fact that I was gone, I didn't live my life. Like I was stuck for a minute. So for years I was partying, partying, partying. I was felt like what in my sense was living life to the fullest. Doing traveling, going out every night, doing different things like that. But next thing you know, when I look up, it's been 5 years past. 5, 6 years past, and I'm still doing the same thing. I was still partying. I was still with the same people, and that wasn't what I seen the trajectory of my life. Like I didn't project my life to be like that for the rest of my life, just partying, going out, having fun. Like so, in a sense, I feel like I had to make a big jump. Yeah, I could have, stopped messing with certain people and things like that, but it was a lot of other things going on in my life where I just felt like I had to make a big move. And in order for me to make that big move, I felt like I had to get away from everything around me. And of course, it hasn't been easy, but I think in down the long run, when I look back at it, I feel like this move, in a sense, will just be able, I'll be able to say, change my whole life.